Hey, it's Mark here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to connect ClickFunnels with a Google Spreadsheet using Zapier. So Zapier is a program that essentially connects different web applications. So for this example, we're connecting ClickFunnels with Google Spreadsheets. So this is great for kind of getting that information out of ClickFunnels. I think ClickFunnels is a great program, but when it comes to accessing the stored contacts or stored sales, it's not the greatest, most accessible thing. And what I'm talking about here is if you're in your funnel, you can click the Contacts tab, and all your contacts are there, but you have to export them in order to actually access them in a manageable format like a spreadsheet, and same for sales. So what I like to do with funnels then is just use Zapier to connect it so that all of the contact information or all the sales information is just automatically imported into a Google spreadsheet, nice and clean. I can control the formatting so that everything is done automatically. So I'm going to quickly show you how to do that using Zapier. If you're unfamiliar with Zapier, it's by far one of my favorite programs or web apps. It's very cool. They've even got a free version that you can use. But go ahead and log into your Zapier account, and we're going to click Make a Zap. And the way Zaps work is there's a trigger action and then kind of the result action, or sorry, a trigger and then an action. So for us, the trigger is someone fills out our contact form or someone makes a purchase in ClickFunnels. So with this first step, you can see ClickFunnels comes up right here for my apps, but you would just have to type in ClickFunnels to find it. And this is where we can distinguish whether this is going to be for new contact activity or new purchase activity. For this, I'm just going to show you new contact activity, but it works the same as the purchase activity. So you might need to connect your account. You can just click the Connect a New Account. Mine is right here, so I'm going to go ahead and select that, save and continue. And here you have the option to select which funnel and which step the information is coming from. You can leave it as all funnels, all steps, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually find the specific funnel that I'm working in, and I will leave it as all steps, because for the most part you're collecting contact information on one step in a funnel or a purchase. You might have an OTO, but you still want it as all funnel steps because you want that OTO pulled in to your spreadsheet, because that is a sale. So sorry, a little tangent there. We'll go ahead and click continue. Okay, so test, we'll go ahead and fetch and continue. Test successful, again continue. Alright, so now we're on to that second part, the action. So our trigger is that a new contact activity in ClickFunnels. The action is that information is ported to our Google Sheet. So go ahead and select Google Sheets, and we want to create a new spreadsheet row. Save and continue. If you need to connect an account, you can do that here. I actually need to connect the account I'm using. So a nice little window pops up. We'll click allow. And you can rename it so that you can tell your multiple accounts apart. Again, save and continue. And now I'm going to briefly hop back to the Google Sheet. And what we need to do before we set up our Zap, and it's very important that we do this, is to name the spreadsheet for one, so we can find it in Zapier, but then you also need to input the column headers. Zapier won't work if it's a completely blank spreadsheet. It needs something to work off of. So you can see I have name, email, phone, and purchase, just some examples. So once you do that, we'll go ahead and hop back to Zapier, and now you just need to find your spreadsheet, find the worksheet. I only have one worksheet in this spreadsheet, and now you can see that these column headers are pulled in from Zapier. I do very briefly want to just mention that spreadsheet, this whole thing is a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is essentially a collection of worksheets. So a worksheet is sheet 1 here, or sheet 2. Those are worksheets. So if you get confused at all, that's how you tell them apart. Okay, so now when we look at these column headers in Zapier, the first one we've got phone. So what we want to do is, if you click this box on the right, we can actually match the ClickFunnels data with what is going to be imported into our Google spreadsheet. So we can do the same thing with name, purchase, I'm just going to leave blank for now, and then email. You can see that first option in the contact activity. So now, again, we're telling Zapier, look for this information in ClickFunnels and put it in this column in the Google spreadsheet. We'll go ahead and click continue. And again, we will go ahead and create a test. Test successful. We'll hop back into our Google spreadsheet. Whoops, back into sheet 1. So now you can see that this email imported, the contact I had did not have a name or a phone, but you can see that it was successful. And then back in Zapier, we'll just go ahead and click finish. Don't forget to name your Zap. So I'm just going to name it. We'll name it that, and then again, don't forget to actually turn it on. And there you go. It's as easy as that. You can always run through your funnel to test it yourself to see if that data is being imported. But it's a really cool function, and again, it provides all that useful data, the contact data, the sales data, into a nice clean spreadsheet. And you can see how you can really format this however you want. You know, if you're collecting addresses, if you want to import, you know, the purchase amount, the items they purchased, so you have lots of flexibility using this Zap. So hope you found that useful. If you have any questions or run into any trouble, please feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to click subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.